Alright, programmers, we're going to have to learn how to track our character state because he doesn't know when he's dead for a little while after you get him. So let's take a look at what's happening. So we're going to run this guy and see what happens. Hopefully I can shoot the guy quick. My aim's not super good. Alright, let's see if we can... I'm terrible. Hold on, let's get this guy. Get him. Okay, so when you kill him, he moves up. He floats up into the air for a little while before he stops moving, and that's kind of weird. So we're going to fix that. Okay, so currently when we kill the enemy, he tips over but continues to move up in an angle. We need to stop this. We can do this by keeping track of the enemy's state. So we can say alive equals true or alive equals false. And then if alive equals false, he's not going to move anymore. Okay, so in C#, write this down. A Boolean variable can hold true or false and is declared like this, private bool alive. So unlike Java, it's not Boolean, it's bool. Okay, so add the code on the following slide in your Wandering AI script to track the character's state. So here's the code that we're going to add. So you can look at it there, or if it's more helpful, we can look at it here. So here's what you're going to do. So right in here, you're going to add this code, private bool underscore alive, and then you're going to say right here in the start, alive equals true. And then in the update, you're going to add this if he's alive, right? And then, so this was already here, and then you have to add your closing bracket. So basically, if he's alive, he's going to move. But if he's dead, he's not going to move forward anymore, and that's going to stop us from doing that. Okay, so then down here, so we have our void update. We start that with our opening bracket. We have our closing bracket, and then we're going to say this public void set alive bool alive, and then we're going to say, hey, alive equals alive. So basically, what's happening in this one is you're allowing outside scripts to say, hey, this guy's no longer alive, so don't move him anymore. And notice, by the way, public void set alive. And we have in our parameters, we have our parameters here, we have to send it whether it's true or false. It's a Boolean variable, true or false. So now check this out. So we have right here alive, that's talking about this guy right here, which is our instance variable. Okay, so that's kept in the whole thing. That lasts the whole time that this thing's alive. Now this right here is a local variable. It only lasts a short time, so we send it, hey, this guy's alive. And then, oh, okay, so we're going to make our main guy alive equal whatever you just sent me, okay? Anyway, write that down. All right, and we're going to talk about the same thing again. All right, so private bool alive, declare a new Boolean instance variable. This variable lasts a long time. This lasts the lifetime of our object. Alive equals true, so we're going to initialize it to true. Our character, this is saying, hey, our guy's alive. All right, and like we said, if alive is true, we're going to move forward. So we're only going to move forward if he's not dead. And then again, we just talked about this, but allows outside scripts to tell the Wandering AI script if the character is or is not alive. The bool is the parameter. This requires a Boolean variable. Alive equals live is instant. Okay. Now, check this out. So you wrote that. Now, try it and see what happens differently. Okay, well, let's try this out real quick. Let's go back and try it and see what happens. And we're going to pause, and we're going to run it. Maybe. Okay, let's see if I can actually get him. Oh, it didn't fix it. What? What's going on here? Huh? Okay, well, see if you can figure out why it didn't fix it. And the answer is he still thinks he's alive because we never told him he was dead. Okay, well, hold on. Just great. Okay, so we have to tell him that he's dead. So when do we want to tell him he's dead? Well, when the reactive target script tells it it's hit. So we need to add the following code to the reactive target script. Okay, so in this, well, we need to add this code, but where do you want to add it? Hold on, let's find it and we'll add it in. All right, so we want to go to our reactive target. Okay, so in your reactive target script, you need to add this. So we say, hey, react to hit. Before we just said die, and he tipped over and he disappeared. But now we want to add this code right here. Okay, so we want to add this code here, and again, we're in our reactive target code. Okay, so this is the one that's gonna. This code is gonna talk to that one called. Oh, we're going to talk to the method called setAlive, and we're saying, hey, setAlive equals false. So now we're sending this over to that other one. By the way, notice again that this is a Boolean. We're sending it a Boolean, so we can send it true or false, but in this case, we're going to send it false. Okay. All right. So now with that code, let's try and see what happens. Oh wait, before we do, let's look. All right, so we respond to getting hit with a bullet. Okay, so by the way, we're getting the script wandering AI, and we're sticking in a box called behavior, right? So that whole script called wandering AI is now going into a box called behavior, so now we can talk to it. So if behavior is not equal to null, so if we actually have a wandering AI script and we put it in the box called behavior, so then we say, hey, behavior. And he's like, yeah. And it's like, hey, you've got a method in there called setAlive. I want you to run that, and we'll send it a false. And so it'll say, hey, it's false. So now the wandering AI script will no longer move him forward. Okay, and then he does the same thing he did before. All right, let's give this thing. I think that's it for my spiel. What happened differently last time? Well, let's look. All right, so let's run it now. Okay, so if we can actually kill him. All right, so he falls over and then disappears without moving. That's good. That's what we wanted. And that is it.